This is the last hill. This is the last hill. If we can get over this hill, then it's downhill basically the rest of the way, almost all the way to the chargers. The last section is flat, but yeah, I can push the car if it comes to that. But I don't want this to be the day when I run out of juice, because I'm going to pick up my daughter in half an hour, guys. Hey guys, Chris here. In this video, we're taking the Skoda Enyaq IV80 out on the road and driving it down to 0% to see just how far we can get on a full charge battery, as well to see what happens when we're down low in the battery percentage. Will the car put on the hazards? Will we lose all of the power? Will we lose climate control? Will the car open up the sunroof, eject me out of the roof and onto the road? Yeah, I don't think the last one, but these EVs are very different and behave very different when down low in the battery percentage. So that's what we're going to find out in today's video. And guys, if you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. I'm Chris. I have this channel dedicated to EVs where I do a whole bunch of tests, range tests, charging tests, this test, driving the cars down to 0% state of charge, reviews, time attacks over distance. So be sure to drop a like on the video down below. That is such appreciated. And also hit that subscribe button and also sound that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the cool and upcoming videos. Next week, I have the Audi e-tron GT. Ooh, yeah. Oh, I can't wait for that car. And also, guys, if you are a Norwegian viewer, please go ahead and check out my Norwegian channel, Chris Rifa på norsk, and subscribe to that channel. I'm really trying to get that channel to 1,000 subscribers so I can put more time and energy into that channel. As I said, we're going to try to go as far as possible today, and I think if we're lucky, we may be able to get close to 450 kilometers with an average speed of 90 kilometers an hour. That is 95 kilometers on the speedometer. So this is usually the speed I do this test at, and we're starting here at Esso in Rynkrysset. We're going south to the Swedish border and then back again. One round is about 220 kilometers, so 2 rounds should be 440. I think we may be able to do that. Today's conditions are quite nice, 16 degrees Celsius, dry roads, overcast, but it may start to rain. That is, the big, joker under today's test. To see if it starts to rain, well, we won't be able to get that range. So we're just charging to 100% state of charge here, and then we will be on our way. We are now Oscar Mike heading south on the E6, and you can see from the windscreen here, guys, that we have some drops. It's been, just dripping a little bit, nothing major. And you can also see the temperature is now up to 17 degrees. We've actually seen 17 and a half, and it looks like the skies a bit further south are a bit more clear. So what I've decided to do, because you guys can see that we've been on the road for 25 minutes, 38 kilometers, and our consumption is 14.2 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers, which is very, very good. So what I'm gonna do, I've decided to go a bit faster. I'm now doing 105 on the speedometer. We are in the 110 zone. So that will, approximately translate to around 100 kilometers an hour in average speed in the real world, because the speedometer has this built-in safety margin where it actually shows you more speed than you're actually doing. So, depending on how the consumption is on the way back, I'm going to adjust the speed just a little bit, because I want to do this run as quickly as possible, because the quicker I do this, the more relevant it will be for people, going on a long trip. But I also, want to have a balance here, so you can see if you're able to go very far with the car, and also to make these videos a bit more comparable between each other. But yeah, primary goal is try to go over 400 kilometers. If I can do that at an average speed over 100 kilometers an hour, that is very, very good. So just keep that in mind, guys. I will be adjusting the speed, and we may even adjust the speed higher if we see this low consumption keeping on. Okay, we are now approaching our exit and the Swedish border, and of course, because of COVID restrictions, we are not going to cross the border because returning back into Norway would mean quarantine. And why would I put myself into quarantine when I don't have to? So the temperature outside, guys, has now risen to 22 degrees. This is the warmest day this year thus far, and it's come so late in the middle of May. Usually at this point in time, we would have had, a heat period already, maybe even 2 or 3 seeing this temperature. But that, guys, means that average speed now 100 kilometers an hour. It has risen, and the consumption is now at 16.4 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. We have covered 107 kilometers. So that means, consumption is pretty good. And look at the Polestar 2. Oh, that is such a pretty car on those 20-inch wheels, the non-performance pack wheels. Tasty. Okay, so that means we're gonna keep the speed, which has been 110 kilometers an hour. No, 105, 110. Wait, 110 kilometers an hour is the average speed I have been, or the speed I've been keeping on the speedometer, which should average out to about 105. So, according to the wind map, we had a slight tailwind of about 1 to 2 meters per second. So, if that persists, that means we will have higher consumption when we get back. And so we're going to see if we adjust the speed down. But I mean, as things look now, guys, we will be able to go almost 450 kilometers with an average speed of 105 kilometers an hour. If we're able to do that, that is pretty darn impressive. Back in Oslo, and the temperature has actually dropped here, guys, 18.5 degrees. So it's a bit colder in Oslo today than it is a bit further south. And our consumption has also risen a bit, but not too bad. I mean, 17.6 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers, 101 kilometers an hour in average speed. That is quite impressive consumption. 215 kilometers covered. And let's take a look at our state of charge, guys. That will be the most interesting. 49%. 49% at that speed. Yeah. Okay, so I think we're just going to keep that speed. We're going to hit a bit of traffic here, but I think we're just going to keep that speed because... Okay, let's go here. Because that means we will be able to go over 400 kilometers at over 100 kilometers an hour in average speed. Yeah, that is pretty insane, guys. A kilometer up here, we have exit number 4. So we're going to exit prematurely, not at exit number 1, because according to the car, our destination, which I have changed closer to my house because I have to pick up my kid at daycare or kindergarten, is 111 kilometers, while the distance is, or the range rather, is 108 kilometers. And I got behind this truck, and he was actually going super slow. Can we pass him? No, it's only 300 meters till the exit. Okay, so let's go ahead and check our consumption. 17.5 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. We have actually covered 310 kilometers, guys. 101 kilometer an hour in average speed. Yeah, that is pretty darn impressive. So we're gonna, turn around our nose, go back north. And thankfully, guys, the weather stayed dry. It hasn't started to rain, though we have had some drops here and there. And also now we're we're about to, 100 kilometers south of Oslo. It is 22 degrees Celsius again. So it would be nice to spend a day here, right? So okay, we're gonna cut it close. There are fast chargers or lightning chargers on our way to my destination, but I want to try out some new chargers that I found the other day not far from where I live, some Kopla 125 and 150 kilowatt chargers. So that's what I've put as my destination, and then I'll catch up with you guys when we get closer. Yeah, so it started to rain now. We're about 28 minutes, 29 kilometers away from our destination, and we are down to 4% stated charge and only have 20 kilometers of range left in the car, or in the battery, or according to the car. So maybe we will have to stop prematurely. Maybe I'll do some calculations off camera just to see, if we will have enough, charge to get where we're gonna go. But it's starting to rain. Yeah, that definitely won't help. Thankfully, it stopped raining, so we just, had a small pocket of rain. It didn't last for more than, I don't know, not even 5 minutes. So thankfully, the road is dry here. Our results aren't going to be skewed, and you can see here, guys, we are now at 2% stated charge, 7 kilometers left, and yeah, everything works fine. Adaptive cruise control, auto steer, climate control, everything. We are limited in power though. We are in turtle mode. I don't know when that showed up, but we can try to, in this lane here, go on the throttle just to see what kind of, we are reduced in power, but I mean, it's totally fine. And now we're down to 1% stated charge. So yeah, are we going to make it to the charger I have set as a destination? Probably not. Hopefully we can make it to Skøyen, and we have 6 kilometers of range left, and then we have 15 kilometers to go. So I think we can make it to the other side of the Oslo Fjord, to Skøyen maybe, crossing my fingers, and then connect to a charger there and see how far we got. Because now we have traveled, let's see, 405 kilometers. But remember, guys, that is what the car is counting. I don't have access to, the accurate numbers now, because if I put the route into my phone, it won't actually give me the total distance traveled. But when we get to our destination, I'm going to overlay that in post-production so you guys can see our actual distance. We have now passed Skøyen and are actually trying to get to our destination, the new Koppel chargers at Nadderudhallen, close to Bekkestua in Bærum is where we are going. I know that was a lot of Norwegian places and pronunciations, and if you're not Norwegian or not even from around here, you may not even know where that is. But we were at like 5 kilometers of range, and then it's 5.6 to go, but now it's 3 kilometers. But yeah, I'm going to trust the safety buffer because we are still at 1%. So, okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna be able to make it, though we're now at 1%, 1 kilometer left. And there are no chargers in the immediate vicinity of this place. Yeah, 5 kilometers. I think we're gonna make it. This is our exit right up here. And then we're going to do some climbing in elevation. And now we're down to 0 kilometers. So we just went from 5 to 0. So that is something to note, guys. You went from 5 to 0 like that, but we're still at 1% stated charge. We have 4.6 kilometers to go. Okay, we just got a message where it said, not washer fluid, but it said, we just got a message where we were prompted with, the message, no remaining charge, please go ahead and find a charger. So we are now at 0% state to charge, but we're still 4.7 kilometers away from our destination. Yeah. I'm not that confident that we will be able to, go where we're going, guys. Get to the charger. Oh, I'm getting really nervous now, guys, because after I shot the last clip, it's just uphill, 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 and I really don't think about how uphill this section is before, you're at 0% stated charge. You're at 0 kilometers of range left. You've been there for the last 2 kilometers, and the car keeps, giving you a message about filling washer fluid. Why is that a priority now, Skoda Enyaq? That really doesn't matter. Conserve your energy and use all of your energy to get us to our destination, which is still 2.6 kilometers. But when we get over the hilltop over here, we should have, yeah, downhill. So I put the car into D, out of brake regenerative mode, and then the pedals are set to maximum not regen. So I'm just feathering the throttle, and it doesn't help that it's actually wet here, so it has rained here, which should give us a little bit more resistance, rolling resistance, than what is optimal now. And then up here, this is the last hill. This is the last hill. If we can get over this hill, then it's downhill basically the rest of the way, almost all the way to the chargers. The last section is flat, but yeah, I can push the car if it comes to that. But oh, I don't want this to be the day when I run out of juice, because I'm going to pick up my daughter in half an hour, guys. Oh yeah, okay. So we want to do some, yeah, we want to do some recuperation, which is what they call it here, brake regeneration, or it is called recuperation because you are recuperating the energy. Oh yeah, crossing my fingers, guys, crossing my fingers. We're still soon there. We are still going, guys, and yeah, downhill, and then into the right here, and we should have, yeah, oh, it's even a little bit more downhill. Fantastic. So it's just right over here, right over here. We are 300 meters from our destination. Oh, thankfully, guys, we made it. So, and we're even closer because this charger is right here. So, oh, fantastic, fan-freaking-tastic. And they are vacant. So these are only been up for a few days. And randomly, I saw them while I was driving here the other day. I live about, a 6-7 minutes walk that way over there. But yeah, oh, this is freaking fantastic. So we're going to charge here now. Oh, okay. So we're gonna let that Tesla guy park, and then we are going to charge here, and then we're going to look at how far we actually were able to go today on a full charge. But yeah, we made it. So today is not the day I run out of juice. We were just able to make it here. We are right here with 0% stated charge and 0 kilometers left of range. I really thought today was going to be the day that I would run out of juice, but yeah, I was determined to make it here because I really wanted to try these chargers out, because as I said, I live about a 5 or 6 minute walk that way, and having these chargers here, which are, I think 2 of them are 150, one is 125, means that I'm able to fast charge close to my home. And yeah, that is pretty awesome. But okay, guys, we were able to cover 421 kilometers according to the car with an average speed of 98 kilometers an hour. And that is, I mean, that is crazy. That is insane. And in the real world, I'm going to, show you guys on the screen here the actual distance, but in the real world, I'm guessing closer to 430 or 440. And considering, the speed we had, I actually had to, increase the speed so this wouldn't take, all day. But again, on the flip side, this should be, more relevant for a lot of you people with that higher speed. So, I mean, yeah, that is amazing. Yes, the temperatures today were very high, compared to what we have had. But I mean, yeah, it is May now. So these are the temperatures we are going to see between 18 degrees and 22 degrees Celsius. And considering that, yeah, that is pretty awesome. So I am super impressed with the Skoda Enyaq today with the consumption. And on the motorway, it's so quiet and comfortable. I mean, this is a lovely car. So guys, wait for the review. Yeah, you guys can tell it's going to be a very positive review. I really do like this car. So guys, let me know what you think about today's session. Is this enough to persuade you out of something else? But for me and for a lot of people, I'm guessing it is. So guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please drop me a thumbs up down below. And for more car content, as always guys, please subscribe. See you guys later and goodbye.